Hey guys, and welcome to this month's episode of Watch Out. I'm your host, Drew Pizzulo, and today we're actually going to do an open box watch review of the new RADO COUPOLE. The model number is R22852023. As you can see from here, my friend actually bought one of these, so I'm actually going to do the watch review right now for him. And then we will do the second part of this episode where I will present it to him and he can give me his opinions on it when he arrives later. So part one we'll do right now. Here we go. And it just came in the mail. So here you go. Obviously, when you get everything from RADO, I've gotten many watches from RADO in the past. You do have their standard box. They have an outer box and an inner box. And the outer box is just a shell, so you can see the piece of white paper. That's what comes there. And this watch was actually gotten from watchmax.com. We'll get into the pricing in a little bit. Here is the actual inner box. They have their standard black watch box case, okay? And there's an outer box and an inner shell to this too. So they usually Watchmax usually puts their paperwork outside of the outer box in the black casing. And then here you go. You can take this out. It's almost like a Russian doll where they keep doing layers. And here is your inner box, again with the RADO stamping on the front. Once you open this up, you actually see the COUPOLE itself. He decided to buy the two-tone version. So when I take this out, and it comes with a double folding clasp. And most watch companies, they do this. WatchMax has a 30-day money-back guarantee, so what they like to do is they will put the tag right here, and it says absolutely non-returnable if removed. Most companies do the same thing just for tampering reasons, so you don't break the watch or somehow drop it and it doesn't work anymore, and then you return it back to them and they get a watch that they can't use or that they would have to repair. So in order to prevent that, I've seen some people do it with tags. I know Joma Shop usually has a tag that they do it with, but this is, I guess, their way with the tamper-proof of so you can't return it if you remove this tag. For the sake, until he arrives, just to make sure this is something that he definitely wants, we will not remove this tag for this watch box opening. But you do have the standard two-tone links from RADO. What I like to call this piece is a turn the corner piece. And you'll say, what does that mean? This is usually for people who want to get into more expensive pieces. And the reason I say that is the friend of mine who is doing this, he basically has some replicas in his collection. He has some of the lower end pieces that are authentic, such as Movado, those type of watches. But he doesn't have the really authentic Swiss piece, the first thing to say, his crown jewel for his collection, which is something that this could be, okay, because this is very affordable for the type of watch that you're getting. RADO is a high-end Swiss brand. We all know they deal in ceramics. That is their bread and butter. But they also have a lot of stainless steel and gold tone collections. You see a lot with the Centrics, but you also see it with the COUPOLE. This has been around for a couple of decades, and most of them in the past have been ceramic, but then they ventured out into the stainless steel market, and they did a very nice job. This is a very unique looking watch. I'll show it to you right here. So you can see it does have a white face. Okay, it does have the date as well. It is listed as a 36 millimeter, which is a standard dress size. It wears more like a 38 millimeter. From what you can see here, it does have the Roman numeral hands just on the 12, and the rest are sticks. Does have the Swiss made on the bottom. It is quartz, and I wanted to get into the pricing a little bit on it, so let's do that for you. The pricing on this piece, usually it retails for about $1,100 to $1,200. And that, again, is in retail. If you were to go to retail or one of RADO stores, that's what they would have it on the market at. A lot of these have been discounted sharply, especially after COVID-19. You can get them at really good deals, anywhere from WatchMax, where this was gotten, to the other stores like Joma Shop or World of Watches, any type of, or even eBay. They usually go anywhere between that 300 to 450 market. And this is why I say this is a turn the corner piece, because it doesn't really cost you that much money. I'll show you the back as we flip this around. Okay, because again, there's your double clasp. And what's nice about this is the gold tone does go through the front and back, which most don't when you're dealing with gold tone because they don't want to take the time. It does have a snap-off case, so you can change the battery. It does come with the plastic on both sides, obviously. You can remove that. It does have the standard links, and when I say standard links, I'm talking about you would need a pin remover to resize this watch. It does not come with screw down, so this is just your regular standard lengths. You can do it. You don't need a watchmaker or a jeweler to resize this piece for you. It's easily removable just with a simple watch pin remover. It is fairly on the heavy side. It is not, you can feel the heft on this one, especially since it's only a 36. What I do like about this piece is there are 2 screws on the back. If you can, yeah, we'll see if we can see that. There you go. 2 screws in the back, one here and one here, that connect the watch head to the band. So it really gives it a unique look, okay, which I think is really cool because most watches have, you know, like for instance, I'm wearing the Cartier Ballon right now, and they have, especially on this one, they have a thick connector that goes from the watch to the band. Okay, that is not prevalent on the RADO COUPOLE. Okay, they're old ones it was. They're ceramic versions they are. But when you're dealing with the actual, this version of the COUPOLE, you can just see it's just one metal piece. One small metal piece that connects, but it's hard. It's thick. You can see, okay, it's a thinner type watch, but the piece that connects the band is the thickest part of it, which makes it really quite interesting. So I like that they have, it's all stainless steel. The only gold tone parts of it are the sticks and the strip going down the center. Like I said, it goes both ways, both front and back. Another thing I do like about this watch, other than the price point, like I said, if you can get this watch anywhere between $300 and $400, that's a great deal. It's a dress piece, and the other bonus piece of this is the fact that it is 5 ATM. So not many dress pieces can you say, I can go underwater with this, but this one you can. You can take it in the shower, you can take it in the pool. It's not a diver's watch, but for most dress pieces, they're only 3 ATM. So, which means you're really running the risk. I know, I have an $8,000 piece on my wrist right now, and this is 3 ATM. Again, dress piece, you can wear it every day, but it's a dress piece, can't even take it in the shower, wouldn't risk it. This one you can. So, this is basically like 1/5 the cost of my 8,000, or I'm sorry, 1/20th the cost of my Cartier, and this can go in the water, and this can go in the shower. If you get it wet, you don't have to worry. It's really nice because it does have the 5 ATM seal on it, and that's not something that I can say about most dress pieces because I do have a lot of them, and they are only 3 ATM, which is a standard for a dress piece. This will get some looks. It will get a lot of attention because of how thin it is, and it's got a nice feel to it. I will put it on my wrist so you can see how it does look. I have a smaller type wrist, like a 7.2. So it'll look different on my list than it will on my friend's who's going to try it in the second part of this. But here you go. You can see it actually looks very nice on the wrist. It wears very nice. It does not pull on the hair on your arm, so you don't have to worry about that part of it either. It does have a nice feel. I do like the double butterfly clasp as well, as you can see here. So that is a nice unique feature. That's a more expensive feature that a lot of the other watches just have a fold over clasp. The double butterfly does give you a nicer fit. It does only have one size link. It does not have a half and a full link. So when you're resizing them, realize, unlike watches like Cartier, where they do have a half link and then they have a full link for different sizing measurements, this just has one size fits all type links. They are on the smaller side, which gives you an easier chance to fit your wrist better. Okay, so this is basically, like I said, it does have the quartz movement, so it is a battery powered watch. You are going to need to change the battery. Shouldn't be that hard. You have a snap-off case right here if you have the right tool, but you can bring it to the jeweler and have it done between $10 and $15 anyway, so that shouldn't be a problem anyway. Keep in mind, this model, when I say gold plated, is rose gold plated. It is not your standard gold plated, so you do have the rose gold tint to that as well. It does come with a 2-year warranty from RADO, which is a nice factor and feature to have with any type of watch. If anything that goes wrong with this watch, my friend is able to return it or have it repaired at no charge because of RADO's standard manufacturer's 2-year warranty. So that is a nice feature as well about this piece. And I think, well, let me clarify, I think the standard manufacturer's warranty is 1 year, but through WatchMax you'll get a 2-year. I know in some companies like Joma Shop and World of Watches, sometimes they'll give you a 3 or 5 year warranty. Check what the person that you buy it from, just to make sure of what type of warranty you're getting. Not that you should need it anyway with a quartz watch. They're very reliable. You would need it more for like automatic pieces, such as like a Cartier, because of the multiple things that could go wrong with them. But usually on a quartz watch such as this one, you wouldn't have any problems for years to come. Swiss quartz movements are the best in the business, and it's a beautiful dress piece for a beautiful price. Like I said, a turn the corner type piece if you want to move your collection into the next level. Before you get into the $1,000 and $2,000 mark of paying for something. This is a retail $1,000 piece that you can get between $300 and $400 that will say something, and you know, it comes from a reputable brand with a great reputation and a unique looking piece as well. So this completes part 1 of this segment. When I will have my friend here to accept this watch, and we'll see his thoughts on it as well as he puts this crown jewel into his collection. So with that, I will be right back. Okay, people, we're back. This is part 2 of Watch Out, and my friend is here now. So Tyler, say hi to everybody.
What's going on, guys?
And we are going to present him with the RADO.
It's going to be
We
beautiful.
already did the watch review on it, so now we get to see how he likes it. So, in we go. Again, outer case, gone. First box, you can believe it's like a Russian doll.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a box within a box within a box.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so there's the first box, as I told you about. Inside, as I haven't showed you guys this, but inside the outer box is where they hide the manual for your warranty and the instructions on the watch.
Beautiful.
So they have that in there. And then you have the watch itself. So you open up the box, and here is the RADO.
Oh my gosh. That thing is oh my gosh. This is beautiful.
So your initial thoughts of it. What do you like about it?
Super unique. The fact that it's a freestanding clock. I would like, this is just...
As I said to him before, as I said to the audience before in part one, I said what most, now as Tyler's playing with right now, that wonderful piece of paper,
Yeah.
once you tear it, you can't return it. So, are you
Okay.
tearing it?
I'm going to tear it.
He's going to tear it.
This is
So
a keeper. This is definitely a keeper.
It is not going back. We can definitely say that for a fact.
This is a keeper.
There you go. So that is off. He is definitely keeping the watch. I can't blame him.
Wow.
As I said, most watches, such as this Edox Blue, we'll get into this on a future episode. This is new out from Edox, the IP blue plating Edox. But most watches have the attachment between the head and the band as a pretty large piece. As you see, this is exactly what Tyler likes about it. It's the one piece that I thought he would like, the two-tone, and it's just one single piece holding on the head between that and the band. And if you look on the back, you can see what is it held on by? 2 screws.
Literally 2 screws, yeah.
That is it. So, as you can see, this is a 42 millimeter. I told you this is about a 36. Dress pieces tend to be a little bit smaller. So you're going to have that with this type of watch. And you can see it's going to fit. The head's going to be a little bit smaller, but it's a dress piece. It's supposed to be.
It almost fits
almost
nearly
fits
perfect.
Nearly perfect. He's probably going to need one link out, as you can see on his wrist. And the other part about it, which he doesn't know about this piece, which I'm going to tell him right now, and he's going to probably love, is the fact that it's 5 ATM.
Is it really?
You could take that baby in the water, and you can take that baby in the pool.
No way.
Yep. Others, like I said, the Edox, or even the one I'm wearing right now, which is a Cartier, they're only 3 ATM.
Wow.
Okay, so you don't want to take these into the water or in the pool. This one, you can.
This is
even though it's a
insane.
dress piece. Most dress pieces don't have that option.
Yeah.
Only Rolexes and a select few others have a 5 ATM or 10 ATM option, especially when it's a dress piece with that thin of a head. If you look at the thin of the head, it's about what the Edox is.
Yeah.
Okay, so
It's
you've got that
almost identical.
same type of identical piece there.
Wow.
So basically, that's what you have. And that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode. Anything you want to say about the watch in general?
I recommend it. It's a beautiful piece, super light, and definitely the nicest piece I have in my collection. So, strongly recommend going for the RADO if possible.
And the thing is, it's one of those brands, like I said, that's a turn-the-corner type brand.
Yes.
It's $1,000 retail price for something that you can get for less than $400. And it really, really upgrades your collection. I think he's going to love this piece for many years to come. It's got a very unique look on it. And the Coupole has been around, like I said, for about 2 decades. And mostly they do these in ceramic. This one is done in stainless steel. And they were able to cut the cost on this. Especially right now with COVID-19, you can get some amazing deals. And this is one of the amazing deals that you can get. So thanks, everybody, for joining us today. And we'll see you on the next episode of Watch Out.